Alright, we're solving proportions for a certain variable. This one is about as easy as they come. Cross multiply 15 times x is equal to 4 times 51. Now divide both sides by 15. Put all of this into your calculator and get whatever you get. 4 times 51 divided by 15. X is approximately equal to whatever your calculator tells you, and you're done. Next problem, I want to show you two ways to do this problem. The variable's in the numerator this time. And we can do it the same way that we did the previous problem. Start by cross multiplying. X times 19, 19x equals 36 times 98. And then divide both sides by 19. And we have our solution. Put this in the calculator. X is whatever the calculator tells you. Alright, that's going to be about 194 or 5, something like that. But I want to show you a different way to do this problem, one that does not involve cross multiplying, one that is less work in my opinion. No cross multiplying needed. Okay, and this is how I'm going to solve this problem every time. I'm just going to multiply both sides by 36. That will cancel out the division by 36 over here, and I'm ready to reach for the calculator. This is one step to getting the solution. Just multiply both sides by 36. This is two steps. Two steps over here. Cross multiplying is the first step, and then dividing both sides is the second step. That's not a lot more steps. But I'm going to solve the problem with one step if I can, instead of two. So this is how you'll always see me solve a problem when it's a simple proportion with the variable in the numerator. You can't get away with that when the variable is in the denominator. You must start by cross multiplying. You must. There is no simpler way. No simpler way. Okay, you must cross multiply. Alright, let's look at equations that are slightly more complicated, starting with this one here. This one has something being added to the variable in the numerator. Now, again, we can cross multiply, and I'll start doing it that way. 3 times 39 is equal to 5 times x plus 7. But here I've made a mistake that I don't want you to make. I didn't put parentheses around the x plus 7. Don't you make that mistake. 3 times 39 is 117. You must now distribute the 5. If you don't put parentheses around that expression, you're probably not going to distribute, and that's going to cause you trouble. Now subtract 35 from both sides. 82 is equal to 5x, and then divide both sides by 5. And we'll get x is equal to 16.4. There is another way to do this problem, again without cross multiplying, because the variable's in the numerator already. It's when the variable's in the denominator that you have to cross multiply. But when the variable's in the numerator, I can get away without it. Multiply both sides by the denominator, and that will cancel that out. Now, use your calculator to simplify this. This is going to be 23.4, and on the right we have x plus 7. Now subtract 7 from both sides, and you get x equals 16.4. How about that? Isn't that less work than this? No cross multiplying needed, no distributing needed, so many fewer chances to make a mistake than over here. I'm going to solve problems like this way, when the variable's in the numerator. You can solve them like this if you want. That's okay with me, but it's more work and there are more chances to make a mistake. Finally, last problem here, where the variable is in the numerator and the denominator. Now, whenever the variable is in the denominator, you can't get away without cross multiplying. You really need to. So, x times 8, that's 8x. and then 3 times x plus 20. Don't forget the parentheses. That means you have to distribute. So 8x is equal to 3x plus 60. And now I've got x's on both sides of the equation. All right, that's no good. Want to address that issue right away. Subtract 3x from both sides. 5x is equal to 60. Finally divide both sides by 5, and x is equal to 12, and we're done. All of these equations can be solved by cross multiplying first, but whenever the variable is only in the numerator, like it is here and like it is here, I'm not going to cross multiply. You can if you want to, and that's fine with me, but I won't.